Sorry, sir. No GoPros in here. Only regular GoPros with no screens on them. You don't have enough SD card for this.
Bro, I got 2 hours of SD cards here.
Wow.
So not enough for what you want to do.
Yeah, hey, where'd you buy that outfit at? Ohio?
No. I had this before it was cool. I got this back before Nam.
You got it so much before it was cool, it hasn't even got cool yet. That's how soon you got it. Yeah, nothing like having a tramp stamp on your belly. Yeah, nothing says GoPro more than a tramp stamp on your belly.
Look who's holding the GoPro.
Lift your shirt up, let's see that belly button ring.
It's not a ring, it's lint, okay? I haven't showered in 2 days. Are you gonna tell the people what you're doing, or are you just gonna awkwardly stare at me?
Depends.
Adam's finally working on a vehicle. He has to document it.
It's part of my part of his compensation package.
Adam now believes work is YouTubing.
Duh.
Let's turn the music off so you don't get demonetized on your channel.
Tell him to turn the music off.
Yeah, you're not a very good cameraman.
I can't use any of that.
Normally Zarek's way more bully.
He's gonna have to bleep out half the shit we already said anyways.
Don't cuss on camera.
So, how many fuel tanks you got back here? 7 or 8?
I only got 1 fuel tank in the whole car.
Look, there's a reflection in it.
Dang.
Dang, bro, look at that guy.
He just got done hillbilly chrome and spray paint on it.
He did.
Nice.
You don't just get this shit at your AutoZone, folks.
Yeah. Okay, we're feeding this methanol beast with a couple of dash 4s.
Dude, 2 8ANs equals 116. Duh.
Oh,
Where'd you guys learn the math at?
Yeah, no shit. Not Beach Grove.
Obviously not.
So now we have to working on some wiring, getting the board for Uncle Sammy done. Up here we have what we call another fuel tank. What's this fuel tank run on? Huh?
Hopes and dreams, apparently.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It ain't big enough.
Yeah. Even got a fuel sender so we know when we're out.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll get hooked up.
What's up? I'll think about it. I'll think about it. What's up with these bungs? Are these just like a...
They're like kind of like a press.
Oh, yeah, that's what it looked like.
Thin deal.
They're welded on the inside, it appears. Never seen them not weld them on the outside.
You have an Amazon tank in the truck.
I know, but my bungs are welded on the outside, I'm pretty sure. It also doesn't dimensionally measure like it's supposed to. We're trying to really cut weight on this deal by using one of these new plastic blocks. It's a big bore deal, big bore option. Yeah.
Hey, is this a brand new Dominator?
It is.
Nick, have you ever had a brand new Dominator?
I've never had anything brand new.
Yeah. Most of it all he stole from me.
I've never
so.
had anything brand new, and now this whole car is brand new everything.
Yeah. Find out what it costs to build a new car. A lot. A lot.
The only thing I ever actually took from you was your wastegates, and I sold those for ages.
You basically owe me a new car for that. And I like, is this purple Outlaw talk here, or what color is this?
That's blue.
My bad. I'm colorblind. You what?
Looks
This
purple
is
to me.
Outlaw car, so it's got Outlaw shifter.
You shouldn't, yeah, Outlaw small tire.
You know what I like though? The best thing is that there may have been a time that Nick raced and had weights basically zip tied to the frame, to the cage. But this little bottle has 2 of the biggest mounts I've ever seen.
They're plastic though.
Dude, the motor
really
mounts
count.
aren't that tough.
Yeah. They're plastic, so it doesn't really count.
We have some America Cletus edition steering wheel.
That is a cool steering wheel.
Yeah, I love that.
It's comfortable too.
Everything I've ever wanted in a vehicle, I'm buying and putting in this vehicle. That way I can go ahead and get rid of the money now so I don't get in trouble with it later.
Good plan.
Yeah.
Exactly, very good point.
You'd hate to have too much money.
Yeah. We don't. Good thing we don't have those problems.
Yeah,
we
never
hate
have.
too much money.
And we're gonna make sure we stay that way.
Yeah. We're doing our best. It's working so far. Well. 2 hours, 25 minutes of film left, dude. Not too bad. Also, I'd like for the record to show we ordered the wrong fitting over there. I'd like that to go on the record right now. Hey, Bumper, oh wow. It should work. This is what he's gonna drive on the street until we break down. Whichever one happens first. Oh, it's custom onto there. I like that. All right. Wait, is this? I guess this is as big as Mountain Dew's tank was,
No, that's
wasn't
an
it?
8, not a 5.
So we get 10 more miles.
Almost twice as much fuel capacity.
Nice. All
So
right.
you'll do gasoline in this, and also, or it's only gas
No.
to
Oh,
get
this is?
Yeah.
to get to the track, and
This is
then
only for driving on gas, and then I have a whole nother separate fuel system in the back that's only for racing.
Okay. We have a, oh, our methanol tank's in the back. Oh, it's the cable drive. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, trying to take my job over
I
here.
am, dude. Look at the
what's the
exact shot.
2.5 on the struts? Is that like the travel, or what is it? What is that?
That's probably full stroke.
Huh.
All right, over here at Mac, working on Uncle Sam with that little bitch right there. We're trying to get ready for sick week. Good news is we only got 3 weeks, and we have a plastic motor and a roller that doesn't have any wiring yet. So we're trying to get all that done. Last night we got started on the wiring by getting the panel started. Like most of the stuff's mounted on it. Use an arc panel deal in it with I think we got 8 switches. Most time we'll run these little terminal strips. I'll have a strip that's just for the inputs, and then a strip that does 5 volt sensor, 5 volt, and then ground sensor. So that when everything comes in, it pretty much just goes to those 3 terminal strips and makes it kind of easy to keep together. So what I'm doing right now is actually getting the connectors from the Dominator. So we got our Dominator ECU right there. The first 2 connectors are always for the main harness to do just everything the engine does, right? So all the main engine sensors, O2, all that. And then sometimes a water bottle comes flying over from some a-hole. It looks like that, and he's probably drinking a beer. It's Sunday.
It's not. We're all out of
Sunday
beer,
is
so
7 in
I
the
gotta
morning.
resort to soda pop.
The beer of the soda world, Mountain Dog. So now I'm going through and getting all the I/O done. So that's what the next like 4 connectors are on a Dominator. The first one is all inputs, second one's all outputs. The third and fourth are kind of a mix, or if you have drive-by-wire or transmission control, that's kind of what they get used for too. So it's really easy to wire these up, but after talking to a couple guys a while back, it sounded like a lot of people aren't familiar with doing these connectors. Like the I/O part of it is really intimidating to them. So I'm just gonna show you what we do.
This is how I usually wire my stuff.
Yeah.
Just in case you guys are wondering. This is how I do it.
Yes, except with all wire nuts and not terminals. But either way, it's very close. It would work, I mean, until they fall off. It has worked in the past a couple times. So typically I'll take, Holley has a sheet on their website that has like the pinouts, and that's basically what this is. This tells you what connector has what wires and then what things those connectors can do. So I don't know how easy it is to see, but each of these says, so there's pin A1, A1 being on one of these connectors that plugs in. On the back of them, they are numbered, probably really hard to see on the camera, but they're numbered 1 through, this one happens to be 34. So pin 1 is this top one up here, and then 34 is down here, and you can even count them off that way if you have to. If you can't read the numbers, that was not good, Nick. He's gonna need to go to the bathroom after that. So I'll go through and list all my I/O, and you won't be able to read any of this because my writing's like a 5-year-old.
Worse than a 5-year-old.
A 5-year-old trying to learn cursive. So I'll go through.
Speaking in cursive over there.
So I'll go through and write all the sensors or inputs I have, which is what I kind of did there, and then labeled which one they're going to go on. Now, these letters that are right here, this is telling you what each sensor can do, or input can do, or what kind of input it can be. So 5 is for 5 volt, 2 is for a 20 volt, T is for thermistor, which is like your temp senders. So it could be fuel temperature, trans temperature, oil temperature, whatever. H is for just a 12 volt. G is for ground. So like that input can do everything. It can do any of the input stuff except frequency, which they always put on their own, which is F or S. That's a speed or frequency input we'll use for speed sensors and such. So now I've went through, labeled all, like plotted out basically how I want all of them to go, which ones I want them to be, so that I know the style it's going to be, whether it's a 5-volt or ground or hot or whatever. And then we use, a lot of times, depends what it's on, but this thing's going to have a dozen or more inputs and outputs at least. I think I have 12 inputs and we probably got another 10 outputs or something. I'll use our little fancy label maker, this guy here, and it prints off really cool labels that are heat shrink. They go around wire. So then I'll run them down here. That one's got it there. So that when we come to length and terminate it all, if we're on the side of the road and we have an issue, it's going to be way easier if we know where everything is coming from and where it's going to figure out if we have to work on anything, especially on the side of the road at 3 o'clock in the morning.
We'll never have to work on Uncle Sam's side of the road.
Yeah, probably because we'll still be in the parking lot of the track. We won't even get there. No, let's hope not. That would suck.
Oh, Sam.
Not with Sammy. No, Sam, it's a whole new...
Uncle Sam's the prodigal child.
He's really turned over a whole new leaf on this deal. You know what I mean? It's got nice paint for now. It's got really nice parts for now.
It's going to have nice wiring, a nice turbo kit, nice fuel systems.
Yeah, fuel systems, plural. It's got 7 of them or something. We're going to run all the fuels, maybe even some propane, who knows. LG, LP. Yeah. The question is, how long will it stay nice? Will this be the first Nick Taylor car to make it through a drag and drive?
To go through the drag and drive, and then somebody give us way too much money for it.
You're not selling this one. This is like your dream car.
I can build more dream cars.
Oh my God.
$200,000. Anybody that wants this thing, it's yours.
We need to sell it before we drive it then. So that looks good. Oh, we even have a fuel system for Mountain Dew. That's what the front one is. It runs off of that.
This is the Mountain Dew fuel system. It actually gets plumbed into some helmet straws.
Dude, that's what we need. The helmet straw hats. Perfect. I like it. Done.
You were born to wear this hat.
We already have CO2 on board. Isn't that how they do it at the restaurants? It's like CO2. Yeah.
You
Yep.
just got syrup in there.
Yep, exactly. We'll have a couple pull handles that look like the drift handle brakes on each side, and we'll just pull that and get us all syruped up with some Mountain Dew, dude. We'll be up all night. We drive.
Have a popcorn maker in there also.
We can
Flat
drive for
screens.
days. Yeah.
We're also putting a speaker in the front of this. That way I can have my own walk-up songs when I pull into the burnout box. I don't have to depend on anybody else to screw it up.
Well, now that it has a LS in it, we can hear it too. Because when it had a big block in it, you couldn't hear shit. Yeah, exactly. You couldn't hear anything happening. You had to like hold your breath to make sure you were still breathing. Because it was that bad. You couldn't even hear nothing.
I wasn't holding my breath. I was trying to
Suck
smell
it
in that C16.
Suck in that $17 a gallon.
Yeah. Hey, if I'm going to pay for it, I might as well get high off my own supply.
Oh, that's a fact. All right, so fancy strippers from Amazon. Already just to length. Bam, done. The Holley kit that comes with all the connectors to do each of the other spots on the Dominator. You get pins also. They come in a couple different sizes, at least for wires. They come for a 20 to 22 gauge, and then they call it a 16 to 18 gauge set. So it really is all about how big that end there where the wire goes in. So they're basic IO harness. Like, so you can buy just a connector kit like we did, or if you don't have a bunch of wire nuts laying around, you can actually buy the wire harness already pre-terminated on the connector end, and actually they'll be already in there. So that's an option too for guys that maybe don't have the pliers or don't have feel like they have the ability to do all this part of it. You can actually buy this connector with all the wires already on it with like, I think a 25-foot or something lead on it. So that'll go pretty far anywhere you need in the car. So then these are the same ones we use for our Metro packs. These wires here, we use a little E, crimp there, crimp the holder for where it goes around the wire, like the shield of it itself. Bam, bam. She's on there. These Holley connectors are really cool, or they're not really Holley connectors. I guess they work. A lot of the ECUs nowadays have them. So let's see. This one is going to be for my bump. It's 29. The last one in this row is 28, so 29's right here. They just push in, you'll feel them click like 2 times. And the way you know they're really in, one,
yank on.
you pull them till the end comes out, and you know you were good. You just redo it. The other way is these little deals here, these 2 plastic things. Those are a lock. If all the pins are in, they push in like that, no problem. And the other side is to unlock it. Click. So if you get one, like let's just pull that last one out a little bit. Let's see. So you can see hopefully maybe in that terminal right there, second one over there, you might be able to see. The pin goes all the way. You can see the shiny part of the pin. When it's not in all the way, it'll actually be back a little bit. You probably can't tell the difference, but it'll be back a little bit. When that happens, it's kind of a cool deal. These locks, they won't go down. Like that one started to, it won't lock. So that tells you right now that you know one of your pins isn't in all the way, and you need to start looking around and seeing which one you didn't push in. So now I got to push back in all the way. Last thing to do is to put my little label on it. Once I get it wire nested for my new wire nest I'm building over here. Label bump butt. Now the hardest part, opening it up enough to get it in there. There we go. Sliding her on through. Bam, done. So now I'm just going to get all these kind of like cleaned up, and I'll use little zip ties for now to get them organized. We'll put it in there, get the length ran to where it needs to go. I'll cut all these off. We'll heat shrink the labels down where they need to be so we see them, put the ends on. Dunzo on the input side. So then we're going to do the same thing for the output side on the ECU, and then do all the rest of the wiring.